The easiest way to become profitable in trading is by knowing what not to do. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 micro mistakes that I see people making that is holding them from profitability. The first mistake I see people making is they see market come into a demand zone, they reject it and there's a change of character, but they don't acknowledge the equal lows that have been left by the market. If the market shows you a change of character, but it leaves equal lows within the demand zone, the chances of this new demand zone that's been made to hold and reject the market from there is very low. Market is more likely to come down, take out these equal lows, and then you can wait for another change of character and take your trade from there. So if it looked something like this, where market came down, it took out this low, and then there was a change of character, then chances of price coming back into this new area of demand, tapping into it and then rejecting from that is more likely. The second mistake I see people making is not journaling. Journaling is probably the single most important thing when it comes to trading. It's what allows you to go back throughout your month, see your progress throughout the week, and learn from your mistakes. Without journaling, it's like you're walking blind. You need to know the repeated habits that you're making, and even though you think that you know of all the repeated habits, when you journal, you will notice things that you didn't even know you were doing, and you will see patterns in your trading. And over the long run, you will thank yourself so much for journaling, because it will allow you to spot those little mistakes and those little habits that you're doing that accumulates over time that is holding you from profitability. And then you can see that, change it, and that will help you get towards profitability. So make sure you're journaling. Journaling is probably one of the most important things in trading, and so many people neglect it. The third micro mistake that I see people making is neglecting higher time frame. The higher the time frame, the more strong and accurate POIs are within the market, and not taking advantage of that is just stupid. Traders that neglect higher time frames will wonder why they're taking so many unnecessary losses. Over here you can see that we're clearly making higher highs and higher lows. So when this higher high is formed, you would expect that this area of demand would hold, but you can see that market comes down and absolutely destroys that area of POI. And the reason is, if we zoom out to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this was obviously in a downtrend. We are making lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, and this internal market structure that was bullish was just facilitating this overall pullback. So it's very important that you're paying attention to higher time frame narrative. The fourth micro mistake that I see a lot of traders doing is trading for the money and not the skill. If you're trading for the money and not the skill, you're more likely to get into unnecessary losses. And the reason for that is, when you're trading for money, you're naturally going to stay on the markets for longer and try to juice the market of all of its money, when in reality, that's not how trading works. Trading is a skill, and you need to treat it like a skill. And when you learn the art of trading and the skill of trading, money will naturally gravitate towards you. And I get that this is hard, because why would someone start trading? And it's obviously for the money. Why would anyone start any business? It's 9 times out of 10, it's for the money. But you need to understand that to make it in trading, you need to disassociate yourself from the money factor and just stick to learning trading as a skill. And when you nail that down, I promise you that you'll make more money from trading than you ever have. And the fifth and final mistake that I see traders making is forgetting about fundamentals. Fundamentals, especially if you're trading Forex, is what drives markets. Fundamentals is basically the news side of it, and technical is all the lines and shit that you draw in the charts. You should be using fundamentals to understand the strength of certain currencies, so you can use that to your advantage to pick out your daily bias, and then you can use technicals to help you get entries. Remembering things like checking unemployment rate, FOMC, CPI, PPI is very important when it comes to trading. And if all of this is very new to you, a tip I can give you is go to this website called Forex Factory, go to calendar, go to filter, and sort it by red folder news and click apply. It will show you the date, time of all this red folder news. And at best, try to avoid trading whenever there's red folder news. And if you're a trader, especially for Forex, I know how annoying it can be to learn about economics, especially when you've just graduated like I have. But it's really important that you still have that student mindset and you're still learning about economics even outside of school, because it's literally the key driver for all these Forex markets. That's a goal that I'm working on right now as well, is understanding fundamentals better, because I think that when you understand fundamentals, it will take your trading to the complete next level. And those are the 5 micro mistakes that I think a lot of traders are making, and if they fix these mistakes, it'll take them to the next level. And by the way, I do have a free Discord. I show all my trades there, and we have a nice community of people that are willing to help you grow in trading. And if you're really serious about taking your trading to the next level, I have a one-on-one coaching program where I basically take your trading to the next level as well as take your life to the next level, because in this trading program, I not only teach you trading, but I give you a complete tailored self-improvement plan. And that is because I'm a firm believer that the life you live off the charts will present itself on the charts. And I think for traders, it is extremely important that your life off the chart is just as good as it should be on the charts. But that's basically it, and I hope you guys took some advice from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.